I pay homage to the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. May all be well, healthy, safe, and peaceful. ชาเป็นนิพนธ์สุขอ้วน from Joy Base Louis McCord, Washington. On behalf of JBLM Buddhist community, I would like to invite you to join me in a brief chanting, and I will share my thought related to today, spiritual day, and we have brief meditation together. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagavan Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Sawakato Bhagavata Namo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Sanghang Namami Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today, July 29, 2020. So back to July 29, 1775, 245 years ago, Chaplain Corps has been established to provide guidance in religious and spiritual perspective to support soldier, family, and DoD civilian. Happy anniversary, U.S. Army Chaplain Corps. Today, when America called on the nation to fight, Army chaplains are there to provide guidance based on 3 elements that we call the call of the chaplain in the U.S. Army: nature, the living, care for the wounded, and honor the fallen. If you look at this, chaplain provide ministry support to soldier, family, and DoD civilian based on living, wounded, and fallen. As a chaplain, I'm available for care and support related to this. We are living together. We are serving together. Nurture the living. This is part of the duty as a chaplain. So we also care for the wounded. When soldiers have to fight in the battlefield, some of us have wounded physically, mentally. That is affect spiritual too. So chaplain will be there to provide guidance and support as needed. Long story, 245 years today. For sure, in the battlefield, we lost our brother and sister, men and women in uniform who serve for the country. Chaplain, one of primary staff, will be there to conduct service, ceremony to honor the fallen. Because we've been together, we live together, we support one another to protect the country, to protect the loved one behind us. Not just about today, but we have been doing that. We are doing this, and then we are going to do this in the future. It's part of Army life that we live, our call to serve and support service members. I would like to bring the thoughtful word from Major Doug Eger. It's tough to protecting personal belief with respecting another faith. That's why the Army Chaplain Corps serve together to cooperate without compromise. Today we celebrate the Chaplain Corps anniversary by celebrating those who faithfully represent their own religious by providing for the religious faith of our soldiers. As a chaplain, we provide and perform religion and spiritual, along with soldiers who have been training in the field, who have been fighting in the battlefield, who prepare for any situation in garrison. Since I put uniform on back to 2011, 1st December, I became a part of huge organization. I'm proud of my service to be living and serving along with service members who sacrifice their life for the country, live for something bigger than self. To live the call of chaplain, every chaplain needs to begin with their own practice, nurture the living when chaplain living their life, serving the country, nurture themselves and their own family as well. in order to better nurture the living of others, care for the wounded, chaplain as a service member as well. We need to develop our care. Sometimes we are struggling. Sometimes we have some wounded from within or some kind of wounded that relate to self, family, soldier, and loved ones who serve together. We need to develop our own self-care. When I was in Veteran Hospital as one of a chaplain resident, worked on my clinical pastoral education 2 years before I came to active duty. I study and practice one of pastoral care image that is called wounded healer. That remind me about every one of us are wounded. But for those who are aware of their own wound, they are able to heal, they are able to recover, and then they are able to help others for their healing and recovery. As one of chaplain resident at that time, we work on promoting spiritual healing by stress reduction through meditation. So this is how personally myself to recover my own wounded, to nurture my life when I still alive, and then someday in the future I'm going to die. I can be the foreign. So this is what I'm aware of, because this is part of the package life. This is the nature for all of us. I would like to encourage all the children to develop themselves in the core of nurture the living, care for the wounded, and honor the foreign. From my tradition, Buddhism, I have taught that learn how to die before you are dead. Learn how to die before you're dead. What does it mean by this? Be mindful and be aware of the death is part of the package life. Talk about that. Think about that. Get to know that. This is the nature and reality of life. And then we can appreciate our life every moment before we reach destination of the life. To talk about that, if we do not understand, it can cause sadness. But if we understand that, it's going to develop awareness in self, situation, people, and things around us. For me, that's helped me to understand the change or impermanent. Since I have been in the army back to 2011, December 1st. I'm aware of this. My life subject to change. Sometimes we are about to go to support the mission, and then when we were about to move, it says mission cancel. So we have to have a backup plan, what we're going to do if this mission cancel, and then what we can leave Army value, what we can leave our call to serve and support our brother and sister in service, also for self-service too. Since I've been in a chaplain corps, I have a time to listen to chaplain friend. Sometimes I'm aware of chaplain also need a chaplain. That's why we have mentor chaplain. So brigade chaplain can support battalion chaplain. Division chaplain can care and support chaplain below. So we can support one another. We live together. It's not easy because mostly chaplain, everyone of us as a chaplain, we represent our own faith. But at the same time, we respect the faith of one another. And we have been taught to serve, to care for the soldier, family, and civilian in our unit, even from different background, style of life, faith group, belief, call, and value. But we live together. We learn how to apply ourselves to diversity and variety of our unit. That just makes us strong every day in our life in service. Today is 245 years, U.S. Army Chaplain Corps. I would like to invite everyone, join me to take a pause. What we have learned from long story, that's our history. What we live in this, and what we can do better for the future. We can learn from our past. We live and appreciate our present moment, and then we hope for better future together. Harmony, unity of us make us stronger. 245 years. Today, July 29, 2020, the great day for us to take a pause and live together, appreciate one another, that we are part of huge history, great organization. Let's take a pause together at this moment. Get in touch with higher power that we believe individually. Get in touch with the inner power that we develop from within. From inside out, from outside in. Connect with one another. Depend on one another in appropriate way. Doesn't matter where we from, what we believe, what we practice. Every one of us have a great strength that we can bring to the table. And then we can learn and share with one another. How can we cooperate without compromise? How can we live together with a good heart? How can we care for ourselves and develop care to one another? Right now, we still have invisible enemy go around the world, coronavirus. We need some harmony from diversity that we have, from variety as who we are. What we can live our life together to be free from suffering from invisible enemy like coronavirus. How can we live at peace every moment when we still alive? So someday in the future, if we have to die, we are going to rest in peace because we used to be at peace every moment. When we still have breathing in, fulfilled with positive energy. When breathing out, let go of negative energy. We need to charge our own battery. We need to empty the trash so we have room for good things to come to our life. Whatever we keep in our mind is going to affect to our life in the future. Let's take a pause and scan what we are going to keep in our mind, and then scan what we are going to let go from our life. And then we can leave army value, we can leave our core in order to care and support one another. That's related to the core of the children that I mentioned in very beginning. Nurture the living, care for the wounded, and honor the fallen. May all be well, healthy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you very much.